posting a lot lately on the National Guitar Facebook page about the process of making a new neck for my 1931 National Tricone, and just finished it up yesterday, and I have to say I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So the story is I bought this guitar and it came with a replacement neck that had actually been made back in the 1930s. I don't really know what the story was, what happened to the original neck of it. I can show you right here the neck that I pulled off of it, which, as far as I can tell, was carved from a single piece of oak. And as you can see, it doesn't have frets. It was designed for lap style. Has this kind of actually attached to it here, the nut raiser here. Funny thing is, the fret markers are spaced very randomly, so it would have been difficult to play. The person used thumbtacks here for fret markers, kind of like that. Interesting way he handled the headstock. There is a date written on the right here, 7/24/36, and the name of the person was D. Loud. So as a piece of folk art, it's pretty cool. As a piece of lutherie, it's a little short of perfection. So I managed to get that neck off of it, and I went to work on making a new neck for it. The body, the guitar itself, the body is actually in better condition probably than most of the ones that you see nowadays. Nice and shiny, you know, it's got few small dents, scratches, you know, but nothing major. The odd thing is this beauty mark here on the back. It looks to me like my guess is somebody spilled battery acid on it. It completely ate through the nickel plating. And you can see it started to eat through the German silver here too. It turned it into like a copper color, so I'm not sure, you know, it reacted with the components of the German silver there. But it's you know, solid. It's not like thin at that point. One thing that the person did when they made the new neck is they cut away some of the metal at the neck joint there to accommodate the big neck stick that their replacement neck had. Fortunately, they had just missed cutting into the metal enough that it would show when you had an original neck heel profile on there. So I was able to just barely miss that, so nothing shows there. What I ended up doing to get a better, more secure way of mounting the neck is I made a mahogany neck block with the appropriate cutout for the neck stick there. And the neck block, actually there's two screws, plugged screws here and here in the fretboard at the top, and then there's also two screws that hold it in at the bottom that are hidden underneath the heel. And I also use JB Weld to bed it in securely, so it's a really nice solid area now to mount the neck to. Let's see. So one thing I decided when I made the new neck was I changed the scale length, because the original guitar necks. I don't know if it was 25 inch or 25 point something scale length. The 12th fret actually fell about 3/8 of an inch inside the body of the guitar, which makes it awkward. If you play slide guitar, you want to hit that octave with your slide, and you know, you have to kind of contort your hand to get that. If you know, the 12th fret falls there. So I calculated everything out, taking into account, like, you know, good intonation, that a 20 1/8 scale length would let the 12th fret fall. It's actually just a fraction outside the body now. Let the 12th fret fall in that position and give as good an intonation as you can get on a tricone, because a tricone, you have a straight saddle and there's no way to change that. So it's kind of a compromise. Basically, I just kind of compromised, like the middle strings would intonate perfectly and the top and bottom would be, you know, slightly off. But I have to say, it intonates probably better than almost any vintage national that I've owned or played. So I was really happy how well that turned out. I have it strung up with medium gauge Diodario phosphor bronze medium gauge strings, and have it tuned to open D tuning. Because of scale length, I don't think I'd want to tune any higher than that, but it seems to work really well with those strings. The, let's see, mahogany neck, ebony fretboard. I have a carbon fiber reinforcement rod in the neck. Turned out nice. I actually copied the profile for the headstock from a Tricone, an old Tricone that I had in for repair a few years ago. So I got, you know, when I had it, I copied the shape. So, you know, I got the shape just right. Another thing I kind of like is, I don't know how well you can see it, but what I did was I sloped the top of the headstock. Instead of being perpendicular to the headstock, which most guitars are, it's actually perpendicular to the fretboard, so it actually slopes backwards, which old banjos and mandolins often had that feature, and at least the early tricones were like that. I don't know if they changed that later on or not, but you know, for this year it would have been like that. Thanks to Rick Besser for the nice decal here, water slide decal, and also the cover plate screws were pretty chewed up. The originals were, so he sells reproduction cover plate screws that, you know, you can't buy. Modern screws don't look like, you know, the original ones. So got a set of those from him too, which worked out really well. Let's see. Oh, okay, so the tuners are Stuart McDonald Golden Age tuners. I did locate a set of the tuners this guitar would have originally had online, but they were over $500, and they didn't really want to spend that. And actually, I think the Golden Age tuners work better anyways, and I think they look pretty good. They look pretty appropriate to the guitar. Let's see, the cones. The original cones, unfortunately, were pretty crumpled. So I tried to kind of massage them back in shape, but I, you know, still wasn't happy with them. So I just bought a new set of NRP cones for it. There's a leather gasket underneath the cover plate here, which raises it up a little bit over 1/16 of an inch, which gave me a little bit more breathing room here with the saddle. Because there's really not much. The originals, you know, the saddle is very low, and I made a new saddle. The original saddle was ground down to nothing. It was pretty much level with the aluminum, the bridge, the aluminum bridge. So I made a new basswood, or not basswood, boxwood saddle for it, which, you know, the originals used boxwood. Yeah, guess that's about it. Like I say, it's got that tricone tone.